All right. So just so that everyone knows, this webinar will be recorded and we will put it on our YouTube channel as well, so that every other persons can also have a look at it. And we are also going live on Facebook with the webinar, so that our subscribers on the page can also view the webinar as it's happening. A request, some things which I would like to just kind of basic guidelines which I would like to advise. Number A, if you can name yourself to your actual name. So there might be someone who is probably come in as iPhone or maybe Dell or maybe your family member. So it'll be great because when the questions come, we can then address you by your name. So that's one request. Number two, you might have questions coming through as and when the presentation goes. So you may write your question in the chat window. We will take all the questions at the end. Number three, if you can keep your mic on mute while the presentation is happening. And if you really want to speak up, we will of course give you a chance in the end to speak up as well. So those are the few couple of requests during the webinar. A quick introduction about each of the presenters as well. We've got Zoe. She's the director of Alba International Office with more than 10 years of working experience on international recruitment and services to international students. I've been interacting with Zoe for quite some time, and she's very passionate to about her job and to get the right set of persons for the course, in order that everyone has a very good experience in the course as such. We've got Spyrus as well. He's the director of MBA in shipping and the MSc shipping management programs, who has an extensive working experience in design, management, and running of the academic programs in shipping at graduate, undergraduate levels. And he's also collaborated with British and other foreign universities. And Akarsh, of course, he's an alum from the MSc program, and he's working for Young Ship International as a committee member, and more on it as we as he comes in later in the presentation as well. So I will stop sharing the screen, and I will let Zoe share her screen, but I have a poll question for all of you. And this poll will come on your screen right now, and which is an essentially an introduction about you. So for the presenters, so what is your current rank? If you're sailing, are you at a top 4 at an operations level, or you're settled ashore with a sailing background, or you've never went to sea? So if I can have your answers, please. It will give all of us a view about the kind of audience we have.
Good evening, sir. I am from India, Manuk Singh. I am an electrical officer in Musk Line currently.
Thanks, Manuk. You can just put it on the poll, so you can have your answer on the operations level sailing. That's what you could possibly.
Good evening, Captain. Captain, I closed the poll. How can I access it again?
That's okay if you that's okay. By the time you open it, we'll probably end the poll. So that's fine.
Yeah, okay.
I've got.
Gaurav, you are muted. You have to unmute.
Okay.
Now it's muted again.
All right. Okay. So we've got about 75% of the participants who have answered. Can we have a little bit more answers, please? And then I'll end the poll. All right. Okay. We've end the poll and sharing results. So about 44% of the audience is at a sailing operations level. 33% top 4 sailing, 11% who have settled ashore, and 11% who have never went to sea. So that's the audience mix which we have, and this is for all of us to just have a view of it. And over to you, Zoe, now.
Okay, so we finished with the poll, the first question. Hello, everybody. I'm Zoe Kourounakou. I'm the Director of the International Office at Alba Graduate Business School at the American College of Greece. Today, we will share a lot of information about Alba, about the two programs we have in the MSc in Shipping Management program and the MBA in Shipping program. We're going to discuss a lot about the shipping programs here at Alba. We're going to answer the questions that you have. And I already saw a question at the chat room from someone who is interested to see how he will go back to the shipping industry again. I think we have plenty of time in front of us to discuss everything. Let me share a few things about Alba. Some of you might have heard about Alba, some of you might not. Alba is a non-very old business school. It's only 29 years old. It's a non-for-profit organization. It's we have a downtown campus in Athens. We will talk later about Athens, about Greece. We are a typically business school. We have a lot of programs, MBAs and master programs, but we want to focus mainly now in the shipping programs that we have. So I think Gaurav would like to share another poll question for you. If you have heard about Alba before, so I would like to know that. So please answer. No, nobody have heard. No, a few. Two people. Two people only so far. Okay, I know that a lot of you have already joined. So the more that you answer my polls, the more I will be able to interact with you. So please answer the polls for me. Okay, so 3 people know about Alba. That's good. Only 3. So this means that I will have a lot to talk about. Okay, let's go to the next slide. This is typically Alba. This is a family, as you can see. It's a small number of people because we are a boutique business school. We are a small business school. We have only graduate programs. We don't have undergraduate programs. The American College of Greece, which is the umbrella school, it has also an undergraduate college, Diri College, but Alba is only a graduate business school. So we are talking about a small team of people. And what does a small team of people means? It means that we are closer to our students. So what you're going to gain at Alba is that you're going to have a very close relationship with the staff and the professors. And this is very good for a lot of reasons, as you will see in the next slides. So we have strong ties with the Greek business world. We have continuous interactive scientific knowledge, which is shared with businesses. We take the feedback from the companies and we integrate this in the curriculum. So this is an up-to-date program, up-to-date curriculum. The MBA in shipping programs and the MSc in shipping management program, they have a business advisory committee, which consists of the 18 top shipping companies in Greece. So you will have access to let's say it's up to date in all the business trends in the shipping industry right now. We provide strategic guidance. We ensure that the program quality and the relevance is for us, it's very important. You will see the accreditations in my next slide. So you will see that the quality is very important for us. Some typical photos. This photo over here, the one in the bottom, it's members of our advisory group from the shipping companies. When they meet, I think they meet very regularly. in order to discuss about the curriculum, about the trends, what we can change in the program, what we should do in order to connect in a better way with the shipping industry. Okay, the accreditation of the programs. Accreditation is very important when you choose for an MBA or a master program, because the accreditation, it means that there are certain quality standards, and you are certain that when you're joining a school, the school has processes, it has procedures, and it has been audited by some international accreditation bodies. So as you can see, we are accredited by the Alba Association. So the MBA in shipping is an accredited program. Our MSc programs, two of our MSc programs are accredited by the EFMD. We are, as a school, accredited by NITSE, which is the New England Commission of Higher Education. This is a US accreditation body. We have also connection with the CFA Institute, those of you who are familiar with the finance programs. We are accredited by the Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers, the ICS, which is the only internationally recognized professional body in the commercial maritime arena. And when you graduate from the program, you are eligible for 3 exceptions from the ICS qualification. And we are also a member of BIMCO, the world's largest direct membership organization for ship owners, charterers, shipbrokers, and agents. Now, the shipping programs at Alba, they are supported by WISTA Hellas, the Hellenic Shipbrokers Association, the International Propeller Club in Piraeus Port, the Masters and Mates Union of the Greek Merchant Marine, the International Community for Maritime and Ocean Professionals, NAME, and the Green Award. So you can see that we are very close to the shipping industry in Greece. Rankings. I know that it's very important for some of you, and you check the rankings. The MSc in Shipping Management program has been ranked in 2022 number 12 in the Ed Universal Best Master rankings. And as you can see, we climbed 4 places since 2021 in the same ranking. I can say that the shipping programs at Alba are in the top 10 shipping programs globally. So I think you will probably see yourself why. Okay, the faculty of Alba. The faculty of Alba is very active in research, first of all. They are very active in publishing in top academic journals. So this means that we put a lot of emphasis on research and not so much on teaching. And this means that the new knowledge that comes out of this research, then it's integrated in the curriculum. So we have active learning through continuous support and in class interaction. This is very important for us. Tutorials, we have office hours with the academics, and the students, they have the opportunity to have direct communication with the faculty members. The shipping faculty, I wanted to share some indicative names with you because except the resident faculty, which are mainly the academics, we also have some practitioners with a lot of experience in their field. And they have very good positions in big shipping companies in Greece. So you can see some names here. I'm not going to go in details, but this specific presentation, you will be able to get it after we finish. If you send an email to CN Beyond, they will send you the presentation, and there you can see the links and access the small CVs of the faculty. Okay, let's go program by program. MBA in Shipping program. See your future. Okay, so this is a nice way to connect it with the sea and the marine. Who is it for? if you are an officer of the Merchant Marine, master officer or chief engineer, if you have at least 3 years of working experience, of solid working experience, let me tell you that the class average working experience is 7 to 10 years. So if you are this kind of person, then the MBA in shipping is for you. The MBA in shipping is an MBA program. So if you are interested in doing an MBA, what is an MBA? The MBA is a transformative learning experience. You are going to change yourself. You are going to develop your leadership skills. You are going to critically evaluate your skills and tools to be applied in real world situations. You are going to work closely with other people with a similar working experience from different kind of backgrounds. You're going to work in teams with them, but most of all, you're going to learn from them. In the MBA class, you don't only learn from the professors, but you mostly learn from each other. You share your experiences, you share your solutions in some cases, so you learn from your classmates. It's very important to mention that because we have a lot of people who come with 3 years of working experience, limited 3 years of working experience, and then they ask to go to the MBA class. The MBA in shipping is not for you. The MBA in shipping is for people who have already some working experience and they know, they have seen a lot of things, and they will be able to transfer this knowledge in the classroom for the rest of the classmates. So it's another, that's why we call it a transformative learning experience. And what is the career prospect for these people? First of all, if you already work in a shipping company, you're going to advance in the corporate ladder. You're going to get more leadership roles. And of course, you will be able to go and apply in big maritime firms globally. The curriculum. As you can see, the titles of the courses, most of the courses are like any kind of MBA program. What we have included in here are 7 shipping related courses in red, as you can see. This is actually a full and very full and intensive program. Imagine that you're going to do all these courses in 12 months. So it's a really intensive program. The MBA, it's a difficult program, but you are very well experienced to be able to cope with that when you manage to get admitted. Course information. Okay, it's 12 months. We start the 2nd week of September every year. There is one intake only in September. It's a full-time program. For the international students applying for the MBA in shipping, it's a full-time program. All classes, of course, are in English. We are not talking about Greek lessons. Although we are in Athens, we speak only English in the school. You have a lot of group projects. Every course has a group project, exams, maybe a midterm exam as well. So it's very intensive. You every course, it's maximum 8 weeks long. This means that if you take the month in the 12 months period, you will have 5 periods of courses. Every period is 2 months, including the exams. The classes are in the evening, 6 to 10. The reason we have that is because in the MBA program, there are a lot of students who work. Actually, all of them work in the MBA in shipping program. So everybody comes after the office. Even if you are an international student, you will be in the same class with the Greek students who will come after the office. All students are working professionals. 10% of the class are international students. We have also some exchange students coming only for a certain number of periods. They also get in the MBA courses. The mode of delivery is in campus. It's no COVID period anymore. We are back in the campus. And let me tell you that we are very strict. We ask our students to have 2.3 out of 4 GPA in order to graduate and get the MBA. If you get less than 2.3, you will get a certificate of attendance and not the MBA. We do not allow absences in the courses. We have a very small limited number of absences. And the part-time MBA option, because I know that some of you will ask and come and say, can we do the part-time MBA instead of the full-time MBA? This is offered only to those who work during their studies. As an international student, you will not work during your studies. So you will have to come for the full-time option, which is 12 months. Now let's take a small test. Gaurav, please share the question.
Sure.
I want to see whether you listen to me. So please answer my this small test. It's nothing really difficult. How many years of working experience are required for the MBA in shipping program? Okay, I think it's easy. No, it's not easy. I have wrong answers. Oh, come on. I shared a slide with all the information there. You should know that. Okay, I'm not going to. Okay, I ended the poll and I shared the results. Can you see the results?
We can.
The screen?
Yes.
Huh? Yes. Okay. Someone said 2 years. No, 2 years are too little. You need to have at least 3 years of working experience. The 7 years that 4 of you put here is the average number of working the average number of working experience in the class right now. This means that we have students with 10 years of working experience or even longer, but with at least 3 years of working experience. Is it clear now? Everybody learned about this. No one else is going to ask me again the same question. Okay, let's move to the MSc in Shipping Management program. Now, the ideal applicants for the MSc in Shipping Management. It's graduates looking for a career within the shipping industry. Working experience is not necessary here. You may have 1 to 3 years working experience or even none. What is very important is that you are interested in the shipping and you want to switch your career there. Maybe you are already an officer of the merchant marine. Maybe you are not a chief officer, it's a master officer. So in this case, this is a program for you. Maybe you have a family business in shipping. Maybe you would like to join this program to learn more how to run your shipping company. We have students right now who have a shipping company back home in their country, and they came here to learn more about how they will be able to run their business. Okay, management of a shipping company. You will learn anything about shipping. You will be familiar with the technical, the legal terms, anything that has to do with international transport transactions, chartering, anything. You will acquire presentation, research, problem solving, and team working skills. And of course, you will develop a global viewpoint and a critical way of thinking. And you will be able, after you finish this program, to become a seasoned maritime professional, to work in any kind of shipping company you would like. Akash Gupta, who is here with us, he will tell you more about this because he finished this specific program. Now, the courses. The courses, as you can see here, are focused on shipping, maritime economics, technology, Of course, you will have some more general courses like Introduction to Financial Management, like Quantitative Methods for Business, SIP Management, Maritime Law, HR for Shipping. In that specific program, at the end, you will be able to do a dissertation or an internship or 2 extra modules at the last period. This is the last period. Again, we have 5 periods. Each period is 2 months. Every course is 8 weeks long maximum. We start again in the 2nd week of September. So if you decide to apply to any of these programs, MBA in Shipping or MSc in Shipping Management, you will apply and you will have to be here by the 1st week of September. There is only 1 intake in September. All classes are in English, as I told you, full-time program, group project exams for each course. Classes again are 6 to 10. The 10% of the class are international students. Why the classes are 6 to 10? Because some of the students, maybe more than the half of them, they are working. So they are working professionals. So they come after the office. Mode of delivery is in campus. And again, we have the GPA 2.3 out of 4 in order to graduate and get the, not the MBA, sorry, the MSc. Limited absences are allowed per course. Again, we don't accept absences. You have to be here. And as I told you earlier, remember here, I told you that there is an or internship. For the internship is unpaid in Greece. Okay, so you will have to work in the internship for 3 months, and it is an unpaid internship. Now let's take another small test. Gaurav, please share the poll. Okay, a poll should be there. Okay.
There you go.
Unpaid internship is part of the curriculum of which program? The MBA in Shipping or the MSc in Shipping Management? You see, they're so easy, these questions. Extremely easy for you. Okay, someone is troll. Some of you said MBA in Shipping. MBA in Shipping doesn't have an unpaid internship. MBA in Shipping, it doesn't have an internship in the curriculum. If you want to do an internship after you finish your MBA in Shipping program, it will be extra credits. It will not be part of the curriculum. Okay, the internship is only part of the MSc in Shipping Management. Okay. 3 out of 22, they wanted an internship in the MBA in Shipping program. Okay, maybe we will consider it for the future, Spiros, for the curriculum in the future. Okay, continue. Now, the career. I know that the most important question for you is the career. I'm sure that the 7 questions in the chat are mostly for the career. I haven't seen them, but I will check them later and we will discuss it. Okay, we give a lot of emphasis on the career, and we have a very active career and alumni office. We will have company visits. We will have career panels. We have a lot of workshops to prepare for your interviews, to prepare your CV, to prepare how you network through the LinkedIn. We have an alumni ambassadors network. I will tell you more about this. We have one-to-one coaching sessions. We have a very active career office, the career director, career manager. They are very active in coaching with the students one-to-one. We have consulting for the internship opportunity jobs. And of course, we have at the end of the program, a career forum. The career forum, it's a main event, a major event for the school, because we invite the companies to come and interview the students who haven't found a job yet. So how it is to be a student at Alba? You can see here conferences, you can see some social events here. We go out and eat, we go and visit the port, we go and visit the vessels. We have field trips. Every year we have a field trip abroad. I will tell you more about this. The field trip abroad is in May. The previous years we have been a field trip to London, to Oslo, to Antwerp, in Belgium, to Rotterdam, to Brussels. We visit there the shipping companies, other business schools, shipping schools. We also meet with our students, now alumni, in these countries where they have a very important jobs, and we visit their companies. As I told you, the internship is only for the MSc in Shipping Management program. Approximately, we have 7 company visits per year. We visit vessels on board. We have guest speakers, 30 to 35 speakers from the shipping industry will get in the classroom, and you will hear directly from them. The numbers we have, the statistics for the placement 3 months after the graduation, right now is 95%. The alumni clusters we have are in Norway, in Singapore, in Dubai, in Malta, in Cyprus, and we have a couple, not a few, not so many yet, Indian alumni from the shipping programs. Tuition fees, MBA in shipping and MSc in shipping management. These are the tuition fees. And apart from this, you need to consider also the living expenses in Athens for 12 months. The living expenses in Athens, I would say it's 700 euro per month, accommodation and living. Funding opportunities. The international students are eligible for partial scholarship up to 15%. And if your application comes through C and Beyond, you will also be able to request an extra 5% of the scholarship. So this means total up to 20% scholarship on the tuition fees I mentioned here. You can do the math. Admission process. International students, they need to apply online latest by mid of May. What we need from you are the copies of the previous bachelor's degree and transcripts, the 2 recommendation letters, preferably from your employers, supervisors. We want you to have fluency in English. Of course, you are Indians, you are fluent in English, but we need for the application the certificate from your bachelor degree that says that it was taught entirely in English. And for the residence permit, afterwards, you will be requested to have some English test. So ideally, I would like people who apply for the program to have some English results, some English test results. We also need a passport, a face photo, and we also need your detailed CV in English. The application is online. It's very easy as a procedure. You get in, you get a login and password, and you start filling the sections. There are 3 questions that you need to answer, which is 3 essays. And you need to write approximately 300 words for each question. It's an easy process. And then we go to the evaluation process. The evaluation process, first of all, we contact you to arrange for the video call interview. Then, of course, you need to pay the application fee, which is 60 euro. It's in the beginning of the year after you submit your application. And then we have the faculty evaluation. Your academic background is evaluated, and then we'll have the final decision by the academic director who decides on your scholarship and whether you are accepted or not. The registration should be before mid of June. And what does this mean? That you need to pay the registration fee, which is the 40% of your tuition fees. After you register and you are enrolled in the program, we start the visa application. We want to do that by the end of June, the latest, because the visa application, it takes time and we do it together. We also need to arrange for your housing by mid of June. We have some furnished apartment. I will tell you more about this later. And in the first week of September, you need to travel to Athens. So this is the admission evaluation process. How will we support you? First of all, with your student visa support. This is a very bureaucratic procedure. You need to collect some documents locally. We also collect some documents from here. We send you the documents, we send them to the embassy, we speak with the embassy, you speak with the embassy, you arrange the appointment, and then it takes time. And then we wait until we get the visa. Until now, all our full-time students from India, they have taken a visa. You apply for a student visa, a student D.4.1 visa. We will talk about this when you register. In order to get this visa, you also need a private health insurance. And we provide it for free for the whole duration of studies. You will also have a free legal support when you come to Greece for your permit application, the student permit application. We pay the lawyer. We do the whole thing with the lawyer, and you get the full support for the student permit application, which is also a very bureaucratic procedure. We also pay for the commission fee for the student permit application. We help you with the bank account opening, with the tax number that you need to get in order to open a bank account. With your housing, we provide you all you need for the housing. It's fully furnished. The technical support of the housing is also there. We assist you with doctors, with medical assistance in case you need anything. I hope not. But anything that happens, we are supporting in anything. Akars, you know. Okay, the academic office, except the international office, which is me and my colleagues, there's also the academic office, academic officers for all the programs. You will have ongoing support for anything you will need about your courses, about finding your faculty, speak with them, your exams, extensions if you need for your group project, anything for everyday issues, you speak directly with the academic office. How it feels being an Alba student. Okay, I'm going to talk about the infrastructure. Alba is in the center of Athens. We are very close to the US Embassy. If you have ever been to Athens, we are almost next door to the US Embassy. It's a 5-floor building, 5 floors building. We have 12 classrooms, 7 amphitheaters, 2 computer labs. Gagan, you need to mute yourself. We have a library, a student lounge, cafeteria. We have anything a business school should have. Some photos here that you can see the building. Here is the building from outside. And here are the classrooms, the amphitheaters. Okay. But Alba is the downtown campus. There is also the uptown campus from the American College of Greece. And because Alba students are also the American College of Greece students, this means that you can have access to the big campus, which is located in 20 minutes by car away from Alba. You have access to a big swimming pool. As you can see, it's a big swimming pool. This is where in 2004, the US swimming team practiced before the Olympic Games. So this is a big swimming pool. And you can also enter with your student ID in the gym, and all the facilities there, which is the undergraduate degree college. Alba apartments. The Alba apartments, you can see some pictures. They are close to Alba. Most of them are 5 to 10 minutes walk from the campus. Single or shared apartment. We have a couple of shared apartments, but most of them are single. The cost per month is 450 euro, the rent, and it includes everything, all the bills, all the utilities. It's furnished, it has bed sheets, towels, kitchen facilities, everything. You don't need to bring anything with you. You don't need to pay any extra transportation expenses, and the technical support is 24/7. If you have a problem with the apartment, you inform us and we send our technical staff. What happens after graduation? Akars will speak more about what happens after graduation, but let me give the bad news now. The student visa D.4.1, it doesn't give permission for work during your studies or after you graduate. In Greece, there are two kinds of student visas, the D.4.1, which is for the private universities, and the D.1, which is for the public universities. The public universities student visa gives permission for part-time job, 20 hours per week. The D.4.1, it doesn't give permission for work at all. After you graduate, unfortunately, Greece is one of the few European countries that it doesn't give extra time after your graduation for 1 or 2 years to find a job and have some practical experience in the job in Europe. Unfortunately, you will need to, if you are interested to do that, you will need to find a university in one of these countries. However, the Greek shipping companies, they are globally. They are not only in Athens, which means that, first of all, you may find a job in a shipping company in Greece. You can go back to India. You can apply for a work visa. The company can sponsor you, and they can do this procedure for you, and then you come back and start working for them. Maybe you can apply for after studies work visa in other European countries for a specific time period. Netherlands, maybe, they also have this option. If you have finished a European university master program, they accept people for a work visa for a specific time period. And of course, you can apply for jobs globally. The Greek shipping companies, they have offices all over the world. So maybe you can apply not to the headquarters, but in another branch in another country, maybe in India. And we have a lot of Alba alumni clusters internationally. As you can see, I'm very, very honest with you. I tell you the truth about what happens after you finish the program. Fun question. Hit it, Gaurav. Have you ever visited Athens? Yes, no. No, no, no. Yes, someone. 3 people have visited. Okay, I think I'm losing my audience. Only 20 people answered. I don't know how many we are in total, but anyway. Okay, so 3 people have visited Athens so far. And where is Alba? Greece or Hellas? What is that? Is it Greece or Hellas? People know us as Greece, but the Greek people tell themselves Hellenes. This is Hellas. This is the Greek name, the real name for Greece. It's Hellas. So if you hear or you see somewhere the word Hellas, this is Greece. Athens is the capital. As you can see here in the middle, let's say, it's Athens, where is also the port of Piraeus. We are founding member of the United Nations. We are member of the European Union since 1982, member of NATO. We have euro as currency. The population is approximately 10 million people. The 40% of the population is in Athens here. We have 2,000 islands in the country. Only 170 islands are inhabited. We have 250 days of sun shining. Greece, of course, is the largest ship-owning nation. The Greek language is 3,000 years old. A lot of the English words have Greek language origins. There are a lot of mountains in Greece. Only 20% of the land is suitable for farming, and the time zone is Eastern European time. These are the most important information you need to know about Greece, Hellas. Athens. Athens is the capital. It's the Europe's oldest capital. 3,400 years ago, it was founded. We host 20 million tourists every year. Athens is home to 148 theaters. It's more than the West End and Broadway combined. Athens was the birthplace of democracy and developed its rules in around 500 BC. Athens took its name from goddess Athena. Athena is the goddess. If you know the 12 gods of the ancient Greece, if you heard about that, Athena was the daughter of the Zeus. And Piraeus here is the largest passenger port in Europe. English is widely spoken in Athens. You will have no problem to communicate with people all over the place. We have a very big coastline with a vivid beach life, especially after spring, summertime. There is an extended metro lines in Athens, so you can move easily around the area. And Athens in general is considered a very safe city compared to the other European countries. In general, it's a modern European capital with the problems of all the capitals in Europe. But Greece is not only Athens. We have a lot of islands, as I mentioned, the Kyklades Islands. The Kyklades Islands, you know, Mykonos and Santorini here. The two red arrows here, they are not the only islands. Believe me, all the other islands are, some of them, they are much more beautiful than Santorini and Mykonos. But these are the most popular ones and the most famous ones. In Peloponnese, here, you can find also very nice places like Nafplio, like Delphi, here. Also Libya, where the ancient Olympic Games took place. And this is, I know that this will sound a little bit strange, but Greece is not only for the summer. Greece is very famous also for the mountain villages that we have during the winter. You will be surprised to hear that we have a lot of skiing resorts. People, they are skiing. We have snow on the mountains, not this year so much. I think it snowed last weekend. Now they will start going for skiing, but we have a lot of skiing resorts. And it's interesting to see Greece also during the winter time. And we have some interesting places like Meteora, which is the Grand Canyon of Greece. This is the picture over here on the bottom with the sunset, with monasteries on the top of the rocks. It's really strange and really nice to watch. Okay, I don't have anything else to tell you here, but out of curiosity, I would like to ask you, Gaurav, put the question.
Yeah, this was about Any place that we would like to visit in
Yes.
Greece?
So I would like you to put in the chat room. I would like to put you in the chat room. Which place would you like to visit in Greece? Write your answer at chat.
It's not a poll question. You can just write it down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which place you would like to visit in Greece? Maybe you can put it in the chat. Oh, I can see some very, very interesting statement there. Oh, I would like to answer that. Okay, Sparta. Sparta. What do you mean Sparta? Sparta, the airport. You mean the airport or Sparta, which is the south? It's a south city, South Greece city, where this is Sparta. You know the Leonidas and the 300 who fought the Persians. Okay. So Athens, happy to stay in Athens. It's beautiful enough. Athena, Thessaloniki, okay, Crete Island. Glyfada, okay, Glyfada, it's next to my house. I live very close to Glyfada. So this is a really nice place to visit. Piraeus, the port, of course. The 300 movie location, okay. Sparta is the right word. Sparta is where the airport in Athens. It's another. Ibiza, okay, let's go to Ibiza. Ibiza is not in Greece. It's not one of the Greek islands. Okay. Okay, so I don't have any other slide to share with you. I would like to ask Akars to say a few things about his experience, his learning experience, his living experience in Athens, so that he can share a few things and tell us how he spent the last 12 months in Greece.
Yeah. Also, maybe if you can stop sharing the presentation, then we can see the entire face of the speaker then.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Zoe. Well, it's been almost 15 months of me staying in Athens, and it's been a beautiful journey over here. Amazing weather. I mean, just not talking about the course in general, but talking about the general life over here. Well, the people are exceptional over here. They're very interactive. They always have something or the other to talk about. And one thing which I noticed very, very particular is that since there's so many people working in the shipping industry over here, that the general talk around the atmosphere is generally related to the shipping industry, that, oh, you know, this company bought this ship, they're selling this thing, and it's all related to the economics. So that way it's where the city in general is too much into shipping, like how in India everyone talks about IT and how it's all related to the IT and the web developing. So that's the different atmosphere. Over here it's all about shipping. Talking about the course, I think Ms. Zoe missed out a couple of points that I would want to touch about from my experience as well. First of all was the college is very well affiliated with other universities around in Europe. So you get an option of going to other colleges, doing a couple of courses as an exchange student, and then coming back and getting into your own course. And you don't miss out anything. Like how I went to France, I did a couple of courses in Toulouse Business School. And when I came back, I had missed my exams, but I never faced a problem because they conducted the whole exam for me again. And one more thing which I want to brush upon, I think Ms. Zoe has touched upon it as well, was that we have the projects, but all the projects are so well defined, and you're working in a group. It's all related to the research, and it's all conductive to the market economics. So you would actually, if you're doing a project on shipping finance, you'd actually see what what price the commodity is running at. And based on this, that you'll do your analysis onto what ship you should buy and how you should invest your money. The professors are great. They would really help you out into thinking in a strategic way. We have a couple of courses that would just talk about how people can develop their strategies in the shipping industry and how companies are building up their strategies. which I feel is a very good plus for the college. We're talking about the life in Athens. I think it's the best European country to live in. It's apart from like what I've seen in Netherlands and France and everywhere. The people over here are very relaxed. They're very welcoming. They want to talk to you and get to know you better. I was the only one from my country staying over here, and I never faced a problem. I mean, everyone was very welcoming. They would take me out. They would show me the Greek lifestyle and everything, the food, the cuisines. I think I've had a great time over here. Well, that's about it. Apart from that, maybe one thing I can talk about a little bit about my internship. I got very lucky and I got placed in one of the best companies around in Athens, working in the LNG department. Though it was a 3 months internship, but they asked me to stay for a little longer, and I worked for a longer time. I was developing a project with them, and it wasn't just like how you'd be at work and you'd just be working from straight 9 to 9 or 9 to 5, whatever. But it's a better work and fun lifestyle. I mean, it's more involved. The people will be joking. I remember still that there was a time when the basketball matches were going on, and my boss just called me to the conference room. We plugged in the basketball match over there at work, and we were just watching the basketball match. So it's a very, very good lifestyle. I think if you're looking at a longer end to settle in Greece, I think it's a thing that you can consider. But when we talk about this thing, then there comes the point of the work permit, which could be a tricky part. But there are companies which offered me that they can register me because most of the shipping company, due to tax reasons, they operate in a different way. So they can register me somewhere else and they can keep me in Greece, and things can work out. It's not a very point that you would stick as to not considering Greece, but things can work out. I think that's about it. In case there's any other questions that I can answer, I'd be happy to.
Sir, how did you transition from student life after after graduating from your course to the work environment? Like, how did you change your student visa to work visa, sir? What was the process?
I mean, I'm still on my student visa right now. I'm working for a different company, which is situated in Norway. So my thing is entirely different. I cannot really brush up on that. But the companies which offered me that they can register me somewhere in Cyprus, and I don't have to do anything. The company can take care of things like that.
So the company does all your work visa process, sir?
Right. But
Okay.
in case you want to do it, I think you'll have to go back to India, apply again, and come back over here.
Okay. And sir, what is the PR situation in Greece also? Can we get PR?
PR is after 5 years and citizenship
Okay.
after 10 years.
Okay, sir.
Okay, do you want to see the questions at the chat? Because I think we
You
should
want Spirius to come in now?
Yes, I
And
think,
then we can probably take the question later.
Yeah, hello from me as well. I'm Spyros Vougios. I'm the director of shipping programs at Alba. I'm very happy to be here with you today and listen to your questions. My colleagues have said so many things about Alba and the course so much. Also, Akash, he was an excellent student, I have to say. Akash and we were very happy to have in our family at Alba. We want foreign students in our classes because you also bring, this different culture in our classes, which is also really important. We have students also from all over the world, especially in the shipping management program, have many Norwegian students that they attend our classes. We have a lot of experience in shipping, so I would say that in case your dream is to study shipping, Alba can offer good studies to you. Both myself and my colleague Marilia Kuku, who manages the program, we have more than 10 years experience here. I'm sorry, also the course, the shipping management course is the first shipping management course in Greece. And it is a benchmark also for many other public universities and universities abroad. And this is also why I got also very good rankings in EdUniversal. It is the value of our school is our graduates, like Akash and all other students. This is the name of our school. Our students are well. We have many alumni in the shipping industry, especially from the MBA in shipping in the sea level at the moment, here in Greece, also abroad. We're very close to the industry. We are a school that have been created from the industry to serve the industry. In fact, Alba was created an association of companies. We have many shipping companies in our association, like the Namaris, Topships, Allseas Marine, Starbuck, Navios, to mention a few. And we have also a very strong business advisory committee who supports us through our studies. And of course, they do this because they want good people also in their companies, and this is why they support us. They support us because we do a good job to give them back to the industry. So if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer.
So what is the average salary after graduation?
Sorry, what is?
The average typical salary after graduation?
Okay, it depends. For sure, it depends which program you finish and what is your working experience. For some MBA students that they have working experience, it can be even 5,000 euros per month. But for the MSc students that they just start is 1,000, 1,200 per month. So it depends also your experience, your working experience you already have.
It also depends in which country you will be recruited. If you are,
of course, I'm talking about Greece. I'm not talking about if you work in Norway. Of course, it's different. We have many Norwegians that they work back in Norway now.
Or Greeks who found a job in Norway, and
Yeah,
the salaries there are much different.
Okay, it's different. Also, the expense of life also in Norway, so it's totally different.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
In general, you need to have in mind that when someone finishes an MBA, it's an MBA, okay? So when you finish an MBA, what kind of a salary increase would you expect in your company, or if you switch jobs and go to another company? So it's the same with Alba Business School. I see here one question that says the democracy objective that does not reflect in the visa options for students. It should allow them to work. I agree with you. That's true. What we are trying to do right now is to change somehow the immigration labor law and allow to students after graduation for 1 or 2 years to stay in Greece for the internship opportunities or for some practical experience that they need to get. This is something that gradually, one by one, the countries in Europe, they change it. In Greece, it doesn't happen yet because in Greece, don't forget that it was very recent that we had 10 years of financial crisis and the unemployment rates in Greece were very high. Now that the unemployment rates in Greece are lower, we hope that the immigration labor law will also change and we will be able to give this opportunity to international students to work after graduation. This is something that the current government is discussing. So hopefully after a few years, we will have this happening here in Greece as well. So this is not a matter of democracy. It's a matter of, let's say, microeconomics. Let's say, of the financial stability of the country, of the crisis around the country, like COVID, like financial crisis, like energy crisis. So we need to take in account all these aspects in order to change this kind of law. And I know that recently, a couple of other countries in Europe, they changed it. Like Hungary, for instance. Hungary recently put these 2 years work visa after graduation. So this is something that is changing gradually in whole Europe. I don't see any other question that it hasn't been answered so far.
I think there is one from Minakshi. She's asking, is Vista continuing to grant scholarships?
Vista scholarship, yeah. Yeah, you can apply to the WIS. It will be next year as well. We have not yet uploaded in the internet, but this is for women, scholarship for women, and there will be also for next year as well. So it's good to check our website soon. There will be a new announcement for next year.
Okay, let me add to this. The named scholarships that we have in the website, you will find a lot of them in the specific section with the scholarships. Most of them, they are decided after summer holiday. So this means that we don't have sufficient time for the visa application, for registration and visa application. What we usually suggest is that someone gets the partial scholarship first. They also apply, they register, they also apply for the named scholarship, which will be higher. In case they get the named scholarship, the tuition fees are revised accordingly. Otherwise, we will not have enough time for the visa. We need to have finished with the registration of the student in order to get the visa documents in time by June. Okay, so I want to make sure that do not wait until the final deadline of the named scholarships application deadline. Apply by the end of May, the latest. Okay, and I have there's another question, Gaurav, is if the classes will be from 6 to 10, then and you don't have the permission to work during the day, what will you do? I think you're right.
You're normally studying.
You normally study. The program
Okay,
is
because
very
those that
difficult.
they are not working, they are doing full time. So you need also some time to study. And don't forget that we are here to invest for your future. I mean, it's not just to get the degree. The degree doesn't matter the companies. The degree is for you, for your own a bedroom, but you need after finishing, after graduating from the school, to get the utmost that you can get in order to enter this very, very competitive industry. Shipping is a very fascinating but very competitive industry. So, but of course, you can also study some Greek language in case you want also to stay in Greece and work in Greece, because this is also really important.
Yeah. The Greek language is one of the, let's say, criteria for the Greek shipping companies to employ you. Of course, Akars, you got an offer without the Greek language. And please share with Dan Valentari that—
You have the right person here to answer all
yes,
your
I think Akars, you
say everything, not only the good things.
yeah,
Right,
and
no,
I
no, no.
remember Akars that I was telling you, please go and do some Greek lessons, and you said I don't have time at all during the day because of your studying. So you were studying so hard, so it was difficult for you even to find time to do 2 hours per week Greek lessons. So the question is that what do you do until 6 o'clock during the day? You study, and Akars can tell you more.
Right. I remember those days I used to sit in the study rooms. The college has these study rooms where you have everything. If you need a printer, you need a laptop, everything is over there. So I used to sit over there, finish off my assignments. Since all the assignments were in a group, so we had these tables where we could sit, decide how we want to progress, what we want to go into. And so that took most of my days. Apart from that, because I used to stay alone, so I had to manage my food and everything. That also took a little bit of time, to be honest. So, but yeah, it kept me occupied throughout the duration I was in the school. I mean, it was very stressful as well. I wouldn't be frank about it. But you know, the stress keeps you going. It keeps you on your toes, and you're always learning new things. You're interacting. One thing I want to mainly focus on is that since you're in Greece, there's a lot of opportunities of networking. There's so many events. I remember going for Posidonia. I was the student ambassador over there. Really thankful to Mr. Spiros for giving me the opportunity. And just go to events, network, talk to people, ask them, okay, I'm looking for internships. How can you help me? And things like that. And it's a great opportunity to network over here. That's really beneficial in our industry as well. I think everything, since it's so competitive, there's if you have the networks, you can always thrive in this industry. That's really important.
Thank you, Akash, for this. I wanted also to say, because you want to come to another country to study, I mean, you really need to meet people. Otherwise, do an online course or stay at your country. Don't waste your money. If you come here, you know, you will be in a country that has more than 700 shipping companies around it, very close to Alba. So try to meet people and don't stay at home and study, and then spend also some time to meet people, because networking in shipping is really, really important.
Yeah, and the good thing is that next year, not this year, next year is the next Posidonia conference. The Posidonia Fair exhibition is one of the biggest, if it's not the biggest, international exhibition on shipping. So all the shipping companies of the world are there. And we have a booth there, which means that you will be able to be in the booth and spend 3-4 days. How many days is the Posidonia? 3 days, I think. Spend 3 days at the Posidonia and meet all the companies there. I see that there are 2 questions. Normally, the student visa issued for how long period? It's for the duration of your studies until the graduation, which is next December. You have a student visa, but a little bit longer. As you can see, Akash is already a graduate. He is an alumnus, but he still has the student visa for a few months more. I think until February or something.
August. It's a long time.
Okay, so it's for another 6 months, depending on when you submit the application for the student permit. So the student visa is for until your graduation and a few months more. And then what's the language requirement for normal shipping ashore jobs in Greece?
English.
English, but Greek.
But it's okay. It's good to know some Greek for social reasons, but there are also many other foreign people that they work in Greek or shipping offices. So if you know very well English, I think it's okay. But of course, you know, as in every country, if you know the language of the country, this is the best. But also Akash has faced it also, so can say a few things about that.
I think people are very good over here, and if you're around them, they do not try to speak too much in Greek. They're always trying to make conversation in English. And when I was working with Alpha Gas as well, then I noticed this thing that they would normally talk in English, so that even you're involved, even the meetings, they generally change to English because, you know, it's helpful for everyone.
You know, the companies are looking for talents. If you are very good on what you are doing, I think this is the first they are looking for. But for you, it's better if you know some Greek for social reasons.
Okay, I don't see any other question in the chat. Gaurav, do you have any other question you think that we should answer?
No, I think more or less everyone has requested the clarifications which they wanted, and more and these are almost everyone has the similar question, and all of you have answered it in a very fair manner, and which is the right thing.
I have a question for the people who are here with us. Are you all in India right now, or you are coming from different places? Is someone else not in India right now? If you are placed in another country, please put it in the chat. Or raise your hand, or switch on your camera. It would be nice to see you. Or unmute yourself and say it. Okay, nobody wants to talk.
Then a couple of persons might be failing. Okay, I think.
Yeah.
Shiv
Okay, so maybe you should share the poll now, Gaurav.
I guess Captain Shiv is there to talk, or Romil also wants to talk. So go ahead, Captain Shiv first.
Huh? Say again.
Yeah, there's one person who would like to talk, Zoe.
Okay.
See the screen. I don't know what's happening.
We can hear you though. That's fine.
Basically, I have been checking out the Alba school for the MBA and has been in touch with Captain Rana for some time now, looking for a specialized MBA of sorts for the maritime. I sail as a master on vessels, bigger vessels though. And just a question, now going further on from here, how do we know the alumni, or is there an alumni association where we can check out few of the alumni where they are now after doing their Alba MBA in shipping?
I think the best way to do that is through LinkedIn. If you get in the LinkedIn and you put the Alba MBA in shipping in the filter, you will find all the people everywhere in the world. Where are they? So this is the best possible way because everybody has a LinkedIn profile.
Right. Great, great. That answers my question.
Okay,
Thank you.
Sure.
you're welcome.
Captain Gaurav, I have one question. All those people who are in the operational field, like electrical engineers or other engineers, can they also apply in the MBA, or they have to apply in the MSc?
If you are chief engineer, you can apply an MBA in shipping and you have more than 3 years of working experience. If you are not a chief engineer and you have, of course, a bachelor degree, 4 years of studies, then you can apply for the MSc in shipping management program.
Just to answer his question, he's a electrical engineer. I'm assuming he would have at least 3 years of work experience. Manuk, you could apply for the MBA as well. Correct, Zoe? Yeah.
It's
Yes,
not only for top 4. That was my
No.
question. It is for everyone, for all seafarers, officers.
No, you have to have a first class to be either captain. Otherwise, you cannot enter the MBA program.
Sir, I have the license for my ETO COC.
This is a first. This is as.
no.
No, it's not right.
But he
Uh,
has more than 3
First
years of
engineer.
work
Are you
experience.
first engineer in the? Are you first engineer or not?
No, this is
Sir,
a
I'm-
separate branch altogether, Spyros.
Mhm.
He'll not be in the marine engineering field. He'll neither be on the deck side. He's an electrical officer, right?
Okay, okay.
He's an
For the
engineer.
MSc, then he can apply.
But he has more than 3 years of work experience.
No, he can apply.
yes, sir.
Or he has to send. Because we check every case, case by case, because there is an academic evaluation to see whether he or she can attend the MBA program. So because every case is different, so these are the minimum standards we're talking about. But then he has to send us to check whether he can apply for the MBA. And anyway, if I don't open the door for, means that I should not open the door for an MBA. It's good for the student and for the school as well.
Okay. I think just again, and this is what Rohit also has a question on. So Rohit, and I'll add to that question. Rohit's question is, he has a chief officer's license and he is sailing as a second officer, right? But his experience is more than 7 to 8 years.
No, but he has to be first, because in order to he need to have the experience of managing teams, for example, to enter the MBA as
Okay.
Being captain.
As being a captain.
Okay. All right. Noted. So a person, so chief officers and second engineers, they also have an experience of managing teams. Would they be applicable for the MBA course?
No, for the MSc.
For the MSc. Okay.
Okay, it depends. But again, it depends. He has to apply, and then we will. In general, not. But we check case by case, and if we see that he or she can attend the program, then we'll give this opportunity to the student.
So in MBA course, you only have masters, captains, and chief engineers in the class, or maybe 90%.
Exactly, and also from other universities with working experience more than 3 years. Most of them, they have 7 to 10 years working experience, and they're in a career path at that time that they want to go at a higher level to manage teams. So they come at Alba in order to get all the managerial and leadership skills they require in order to get a better position or to change to another company.
Okay.
But it
For
depends,
instance,
we have, if somebody really wants, and it depends also how old she or he it is. For example, if he's 24, 25 years old, I mean, he's very young for an MBA program. If he's 35 years old, he's a second officer, but let's see if it has all the other things we require. Maybe some working experience also in a company, maybe he has, it depends. I cannot give a straightforward answer because you have to check case by case.
Okay.
So then what is the wide scope of work difference between for a MBA, like if captain and chief engineers are only pursuing MBA and rest of us are going for MSc? Like what is the scope of difference of work between it?
you mean the work opportunities afterwards?
No,
This is
no,
what-
Yeah, for only for MSc. If we pursue a MSc.
The MS, because I have many also Greeks officers, second or third, that they do the master's degree, and they are really okay. Also, Akash has Akash. You have finished with. You were a second.
I was class 4. Was the younger batch.
Okay. So I mean, you get the academic background you need in order to work in an office in. Later on, and not to continue in the sea. But there are a lot of opportunities. It doesn't mean that the MBA is better than the MSc. It depends where you are in your life at that time and what you need in order to become better.
Yeah, I think I
Not
want
that
to add,
MSc is less good than the MBA.
yeah. I want to add to that we usually see that the people graduating MBA in shipping or MSc in shipping management, they are going for the same jobs. They're applying for the same jobs. Whether the company will recruit them, it depends on their background. As of course, someone that has that is a second mate with 8 years of working experience, if he has an MBA, if he has an MSc shipping management, the company will take into account the working experience and they will employ them in the higher position instead of having someone with less working experience. So it doesn't really matter which program you finish to enter a job. It depends on what is your background, your working experience background anyway. The distinguish that we do between the two programs is mainly on the curriculum and what we are trying to build in the classroom. I mean, we cannot put people with that they don't have the same background in the same class. They have to have a lot of working years of working experience, and they have the same experiences on board. Like the captains, they know more. Let's say they have much more experience.
It's a pity also, Zoe, to spend so much time and effort to do an MBA and get the same job if you had the MSc.
Yeah.
Because the MBA is for people that they already have a lot of experience and they want to do to have a better ranking in their career. So there are universities that they accept MBA students without enough working experience, but the market will pay for those that really are at this
Level.
if in their life.
Yeah.
So just see what you really need at the moment, and not if it is an MBA or MSc. We will tell you if you are for an MBA or an MSc. When you make your application, if I see that if you apply for an MSc and see that you can apply for an MBA, then I will write this back and say, okay, you're eligible also for an MBA. Why don't you look for this?
Mm.
We have a couple of persons who have raised hands. We've got
Yes,
Min and
Min.
Captain Shiv also had raised his hand. So let's take the question first from Mini. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, hi there. Good evening, sir. Myself, Captain Mani Mohan. I'm sorry I was a bit late to join the meeting. I just would like to ask you, I did my school, college from UK and I'm holding a higher national diploma certificate and did my chief officers and masters from UK. So will I be eligible for doing this MBA program?
Is it a bachelor degree of or a higher national diploma? So
It's
it
a
has to be
higher
about
national diploma.
how many years of studies?
So it is a program where I did my chief officers and masters ticket. So in UK, they provide you with a higher national diploma once you clear this exam, as well as you get your master's ticket, your captain's license.
Okay,
So
so it's
in total, I was there for 2 years.
okay. 2 years program
Not
is
enough.
not enough. You need academically, you need at least 3
3
years
years.
of studies, equivalent to a bachelor degree.
So
Okay.
in India, basis the captain's license that we have, we get an equivalency certificate for bachelors. So we get a,
Yeah.
will that be sufficient?
It is for the MSc.
Even though he's a master, so he's a
If he's a
captain.
master, yeah, then he can apply for the MBA.
So if
I'm
he,
a master. I'm sailing as a
Yes,
captain.
then you can apply. Yes.
Okay.
All right. I can apply for it. Understood.
I
It doesn't
think
mean that you will be accepted, right? You can apply.
yeah, we have to see the academic background. We need to see the specific courses that you have done in the bachelor level, and then we will be able to evaluate whether you are capable to get in the specific class. So we evaluate its case by case.
Mhm.
Understood, ma'am. In case if I go through the MBA program, I'm planning to do a distance learning program. So how long it will take for me to complete the entire program?
The distance learning program, we have an online MBA. Of
Okay.
course, this webinar is for the full-time MBA for in campus. So you have to be here in Athens. If you decide to do the online MBA, there's specific web section in our website where you can find information about MBA. It's 2 years program, and it has a certain number of courses, but only 3 courses that are related to shipping. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong. Two courses. It's mostly an MBA, and it has 2 courses of shipping if you decide to take this small specialization. This is not so much shipping focusing, so you have to consider what are you missing. Are you missing the MBA courses or the shipping courses? But maybe probably you are interested in the MBA only, not the shipping. Right?
That's right. Yes, I'm interested in MBA.
Okay. Okay, so the next question was, then what is the scope of work for difference between MBA and MSc? We said that. Just to follow, I do have bachelor degree as well. Study time was 3 years. Okay, then Rohit, then you are eligible for the program. I don't see any other raised hand.
Captain Shiv had raised his hand. Was your question answered?
Yes.
Atul.
Yes, almost answered. It was the difference between an MSc and the after perks or the after prospects after the MBA or an MSc. But it was rightly answered, I think so, depending upon the experience and the specialized MSc that it is. So I was just wondering if the prospects were anything diminished if you're doing MSc, but I got it answered. I think Spyros, he said with the experience and combination of the masters, it can be a better than MBA choice as well. Yes.
Okay.
Go
But
ahead, Abdul, you have raised your
you
hand.
have any question?
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
feel free to
Kalispera,
contact.
Kalispera.
Καλησπέρα.
Ναι, τι κάνετε?
Καλά, εσύ.
Ναι, καλά.
Okay.
Actually,
Perfect.
my name is Atul. I'm from India, and actually, this webinar is not for online MBA. Then I will quit. Otherwise, if you can give me some information for the online MBA, then please give me some, some details, because I want to do online MBA because I'm working in MSc Cyprus as a technical superintendent.
You're in Cyprus. That's why you know some Greek. It makes sense.
Καταλαβαίνω λίγο.
Καταλαβαίνω. Okay, you know a lot.
Προσπαθεί.
Προσπαθεί. Okay.
Ναι.
So the online MBA, first of all, it starts every 2 months. It has an intake. So if you decide that you want to apply for the online MBA, I can send you in the chat right now the link so that you can have a look. If you decide to do the MBA in shipping with shipping management, the online MBA, it starts, the next intake will be in March, I think, because the previous one was in January. The fees are 10,000 euros. It's 100% online. It's 24 months. It's part-time. It is Alba accredited from the Association of MBAs. It has a very flexible study mode. It's a classical online MBA program. I mean, you need to have some technical aspects in your computer because everything is through the specific platform. And it's very flexible. I know that you can stop in the program if you are very busy for a specific time, and then you follow up the next 2 months. You don't have prerequisites for the next courses. So you stop, you do a course, then you can stop and then start again after 2 months. And then you have to finish all the courses, which are 10, I think, 10 courses or something. So it's the concentration courses on shipping is maritime technology and applied information and maritime business and investments.
Okay.
Okay, you need to unmute Atul because he was speaking. Someone muted him. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I had done post-graduation diploma in shipping management from India Institute, NMIS. So there is some exemption for some subjects or anything, something like that? I done post-graduation diploma in shipping management.
Okay, you need to speak with the academic director of the program and to check whether they can waive courses in that cases. I'm not sure they can do that, but in case they can, you have to go and check. It needs to be the same course with the same syllabus. So
in the last 5 years, and in the last 5 years.
In the last 5 years. So please be ready to give the academic director the specific information. The academic director of the online MBA with shipping specialization is not Spiros. So if you go in the website I sent you, you can go and visit and see the specific people who are responsible for this program and start the discussion with them. They are very, very responsive. And fast.
Thank you. Okay, got it. Very nice. Thank you, all clear. Okay, bye.
You're welcome.
All right, I don't see any more questions. Let me.
We have questions for you. So Gaurav.
Go ahead.
No, you have a question for the group. So share the question.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So 2 questions. One is if you're interested on any of these courses, and the other is a feedback poll, which I will take after this poll question. I know the audience is reduced, but whosoever is there, if you could answer these polls, please.
Yeah. Okay, 5 people interested to join the program, the course. And this year also, next year, some. Okay, remember that if you apply for this intake in September, next year is going to be also the Posidonia. And that I insist about that because Posidonia is a very, very good opportunity for you to meet and network a lot of people. And the people who apply every 2 years in our program are luckier than the others. So, Akars, you were one of the lucky ones. The people who will join next intake, they will be also lucky. Okay, those of you who need more information, I would like you to contact Sea and Beyond, Captain Gaurav, and talk with the people there because they have all the information. Captain Gaurav will be able to share this PowerPoint presentation with all the information with you. And also you can ask more information, have a meeting with them. And if you need even more information from us, Captain Gaurav, he can arrange for a meeting with me to discuss in more details.
Yep. Thanks. And just sharing the final poll question, which is essentially a feedback of the webinar. Have you learned everything you needed about Alba through this session, or hopefully most of it? So what are your thoughts on it? Do you need more information? You have most of it, or probably not much?
I think we successfully satisfied all the questions on for only one person. Yes, I know everything I need in order to apply. It's only one person. People are going to contact you. 8 people are going to contact you with some extra information. So I think Gaurav, people will try to contact you directly to ask for more. Okay.
Sure. We've written down the contact details, the email ID in the chat window. That's my colleagues Neha and Tejal. They'll be available to answer any questions that you might have.
Captain, can we get Akash also contact if we can have a feedback of his experience?
Is Akash around?
If Akars, can you, if you like, you can share your email, but you can find him in LinkedIn.
Yeah, I was going to share my LinkedIn, so you can text me on LinkedIn anytime and I can get back to you.
Yeah.
I'll share it on the chat. Give me a second.
Yeah. What I enjoyed most from this webinar, I think, was the Sparta part of the Leonidas and the 300. You want to, someone wanted to visit Sparta. Okay, that was really good.
Right.
So LinkedIn, Akar's LinkedIn is in the chat. So if you want to copy, please, and you can visit Akar's profile, also mine, if you want to speak with me. If you put search in LinkedIn Zoe Kurunaku, which is my name, I'm the only one in LinkedIn.
Nice to know.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you for having us here. And we really appreciate your questions, and we are at your disposal if you need anything further from us.
Good luck, guys, whatever you decide to do in your life. Wish you all the best to all.
Yeah. Thanks, Akash, Zoe, Spiros, for your time. We spent almost close to 2 hours, and thank you so much to all the participants. A lot of you did stay back for that, not that longer. And if you have any queries, questions, we are always available for you to answer them. Thanks again. The details for C and Beyond are there on the chat, and most of you are probably connected also to us. So yeah, thanks everyone for your time. I think it was a very useful and session for all of us. Thanks.